Hey, good morning, guys. Okay, gotta get it off my chest. I'm not gonna really talk about the case or anything, the earlier incidences of the previous week. I'm not ignoring it or letting it go by. I'm just, I'm letting a higher power take care of it. I believe in karma. It's gonna hit him later, just like that. And when it does, I'm just gonna be right there and say good, regardless. Now, I had uh, someone on my Facebook page who wasn't even a friend, it was an acquaintance, and he decided to make this statement. He's like, I never stated anything, I wasn't planning on it, but here's my final only statement, and here it goes. And then he starts professing all this stuff about the case, and then he says, well, if you want to unfriend me, that's fine, but anybody who does, just go right ahead and do it, but just know that, of course, you're stubborn and you obviously aren't smart enough to see things in their proper perspective. And I'm like, eventually I unfriended him because regardless of whatever happened in this case, of what everybody thinks, you have a right to your opinion. He had a right to say what he had to say, but don't insult me for disagreeing with you saying it. That annoys me because he stood up and said, I'm going to say all this stuff. I didn't want to talk about it. I'm angry too at the case, but here's why I'm angry. And I'm going to put the blame half on him, regardless of what you may think, I may think, the rest of the world thinks. Say what you want, but don't insult anybody else for disagreeing with how you feel or thinking differently. I mean, you're welcome to do that, but don't insult everybody else because they think differently. That just makes you very narrow-minded and deserving to have no friends or the friends that think just like you. And heaven forbid, they have a thought a little bit less like yours or a little bit different, then you can't be their friend. It's not a loss to them. It'll be a loss to that guy who I eliminated. And I'm like, okay. But then I got mad because I felt I was being insulted for having my opinion, for feeling the way I did. There's a lot of inconsistencies in the case on the side of the defense. And everybody sees it. And it's not just people like me, but everybody. And they just saw the inconsistencies in the case and they were angry just like everybody else. So it's a tough time right now for people. And I understand why. I'm watching all different shows, all different hosts, not just the people I normally watch or the people like me. I'm looking around to see if my opinion, is similar. Or seeing if, because when I encounter situations where I have this strong opinion, I want to hear other opinions just to get an idea, just to back up how I feel. Not so much to back up in favor of how I feel, but I just want to make sure that if I am ever approached by somebody to argue about it or discuss about it, I want to make sure I've got facts behind me. Now, mind you, this is the thinking I have from being, my ex was a lawyer. So I knew how important it is to know your research and know your story and just have a knowledge behind your argument and have facts to support what you're saying. Because you can't just go in there willy-nilly and say, oh, this, and this, because I said so. You can't do that. And that's what was being said according to, I don't know, everybody about this case. There were really no strong standing facts. But even though there was like nothing, the outcome just became what it was. So I think that's why we're pretty angry. And like I said, not just me, but a good large percentage of the world. So I don't know if you're watching or not, but that's my opinion, and it's mine. All mine. That's it. You guys are welcome to argue it and disagree with it. Why do you think I want you guys to respond or reply or give me statements? If anything is wrong, feel free to talk to me about it. That's what it is. It's like, I want to say that's what this country is based on, but actually it is. Freedom of speech. You're free to have an opinion. You're just basically free to feel how you feel. Other countries that don't have that, they're called wars and riots and surges. But we're not like that anymore. In some ways we are, in some ways we aren't. Anyway, that's enough of that. The rehearsal recap vlogs, there's a lot, so I may just forego it. I don't know. Or just give like a snippet thing later on. I'm sorry for taking so long. This is a long one, so I'm going to end it off right here. It's hot, as you can see, and I'm still in my workout stuff, and I had a bottle of cold water about halfway through, room temperature. It's that hot, and I posted pictures. Have a good one, guys. Hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. Today, you're going to have to. And if, like I said, if you have pets, keep them indoors. Keep them, like, near water. Any animals and anybody that you know, any elderly out there, make sure they're not out there. Or make sure they're protected. For some reason, there's a breeze, but let's blow some warm air that way. Or that way. But don't make it cooler, just blow the air. You guys take care. I will see you tomorrow, and it's going to get better. And just remember, karma, just like that. It'll happen. You guys be cool. Really.